Okay, today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on a new tool, and let's say I move this around. There we go. So it'll look like yours. The tool we're going to be working on today, so we have now used the move tool, which shortcut for that is V. We've also used bringing pictures in and talking about the layers that were over here and moving those layers around. And when you change a picture, just a reminder that it's Command T, and then you hold down the Shift button, and if you hold that button down, it will change the picture size without messing it up. So today we're actually going to use this one, Marquee. If I right click on any of these, it'll tell me what other options I have. So for example, if I right click on the Marquee tool, I have a rectangular Marquee tool, an elliptical marquee tool, single row and single column. If I look at this and I see right after it, it has the letter M. So if I use the letter M, and for example, you can tell by my cursor, if I hit V, that changes that up here because now I'm here. Now I click M, and I'm now on the Marquee tool. So right click again, and you can choose those. So today we're going to learn how to use the Marquee tool. So right away, I'll go File, New. And we'll just call this one Marquee, and your first and last name. And we'll keep it 12 by 12. That's kind of a nice way to start. So hit OK, and there's my background. Okay. Now, what we're going to do today with this Marquee tool is we're going to bring pictures in here, and we're going to take objects out. And you're going to make a collage of the face, for example. So wrong one. Oh, here we go. I have a blank. I knew I had a blank Google one. So let's search someone like Michael Jordan. Okay. And this can be anyone. So if I find an image of Michael Jordan, and I'm just going to kind of look for something like that. Perfect. So I'm going to right click, again, copy image, and then come over here and paste the image. Now, looking at something like this, Command T to change it, and I'm going to hold the Shift button, and I can change size. Now, look at this. See, this is an example. We haven't really talked about this. Look how pixelated that picture is. So what that means is I chose a picture that was very low resolution. So we're going to delete that. So I'll go up here, and as you can see, it's right there. I don't want that picture anymore. I want to get rid of that one and delete it. So, all right. So I'm going to go back here to my there. So if you want to find better images, you go to Tools and larger the better. And you don't have to pick Michael Jordan, of course. You can pick anyone you'd like. So for example, let's do this instead. It's tough to find a good pick Tom Cruise. The actors have headshots. They're a lot easier to find. So let's say I'm looking at Tom Cruise here. I'm like, all right, copy image. Okay. I'm then going to bring him here, and you can see a much larger picture. So the larger the picture, Command T, Shift, and I can make that smaller. Now, higher quality. Okay, I'm just going to roughly make it the size. It doesn't have to be perfect, but there we go. So there's my first layer. So now I want we're going to use Tom Cruise as our background, and we're just going to use the Marquee tool to bring in other objects. So, for example, let's go with, let's see here. We got, it doesn't really matter who you look up. Let's go Morgan Freeman. And this isn't going to match up perfect, and I'm perfectly okay with that. But I'll show you as we copy this image, and then you can do two things. Well, we'll just do this. Then I'm going to paste it, and there's Morgan Freeman. So we want to make Morgan Freeman a little larger, And now we're going to use this right here, which is the Marquee tool. And I'm going to show you how we're going to use that. I'm going to right click and I'm just going to use the rectangle Marquee. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of Morgan Freeman's eyes and I'm going to Command C, copy it. And for example, I'm going to go back to Tom Cruise here and then I'm going to paste it. Okay. Now, what does that look like? If I paste it on there, there's the eye. Okay. And of course you want to click the V tool to move. Now, you can see it doesn't match up perfect and it looks kind of freaky, and that's okay. I'm just trying to show you how we can put things together on any of this. Okay. So, so when we're looking at this, if we want to change the size, you can see, and everything else is the same. I think I have something weird selected here. I do. Sorry here, I have to find. I selected something and I want to deselect it. Command D deselects it. Just couldn't remember what it was off the top of my head. So here's my picture. If I Command T that and Shift, and we're just going to give them a weird little Morgan Freeman eye. Now, if you want to change that a bit, you can see right above this, right above this, I can rotate this picture to however I want. So all you're going to do is just basically make a collage of whatever you want. But you can see there we go, we're good. There's Morgan Freeman, and you can look at it that way. If you want, you can bring pictures in. So, for example, we'll look at Tom Brady's in the Super Bowl. By pure luck, guy was offside, shouldn't have been there. Raiders fan, Tuck rule, shouldn't have been there either. But whatever, we'll choose this one. Tom Brady through the years. If I bring this in, sometimes you can just bring a picture in, it'll come in, sometimes you won't. But looking at it right here, it came in under layer 6. So, for example, I can look at Tom Brady like this and say, hey, and all I did was go over here on the eyes and click off of them. So I can't see them right now. Okay? And these layers you don't need. Some of them you're like, I don't need that layer. You can take it and throw it in the trash if you don't need a layer. So here's Tom Brady. We're going to grab that other Tom Brady's right eye. And I'm just going to go Command C. And I'm going to go back to my layer 2 here. And see both those. And I'm going to paste Tom Brady's eye. And I have to click the V to move him. And now we got here. I'm going to Control T this a little bit. We'll shift it around. We'll make it a little better. Alright. So, there we go. Now I got a Tom Brady eye. I got a Morgan Freeman eye. And now I want to work at the rest of it. You can find a big smile, nose, ears. I just want you to bring multiple pictures into one. So, for example, as you can see over here, this layer 6, I don't need Tom Brady's layer anymore, so if that's something, you can just delete it. Okay? And you can see the only layer I need is this at the bottom, and these are at the top. Now, if I want to turn these off, I just go like this, and there we go. So if I bring in a new picture, let's say, where is it? Oh, there. Oh, oops. I just missed Tom Brady. There he is. And it doesn't have to be someone famous, but let's get a big smile. Those are some big smiles. But you can see, you can find something. I don't care really what it is, but I just want you to use the Marquee tool to find it. So, like, I'm trying to think here. Well, Robert Redford's an old actor. We'll choose his smile. So again, if I leave it on large, they're all going to be large. So For example, we'll just do this one right here. Okay. I copy the image. I go over here. I paste it. And once it's pasted, I'm good. I'm going to go up to the Marquee tool. I got the rectangle one. And I'm going to grab this smile. Okay. And I'm just going to go Command-C to copy it. And then, honestly, after that, I can go and dump that layer. And if I turn these on, like that, and I just go V, there it is, or Command-V. So now I'm going to hit V to move it, and now he's got a Robert Redford smile. Now, I know it's going to look weird and odd, like mine does, but the purpose of this is just to get the Marquee tool so you can get used to using it. I would also like you to see you do a nose, some ears, if you can do a chin, whatever you want, just it's going to be a mishmash collage of a whole bunch of different pictures. Okay? And that's how we use the Marquee tool. And just a reminder, when you're done, save it. And if you finish, send it to me. All right. Have a good weekend.